Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. My feelings today are actually quite promising. I no longer see so many people worried about the outside world. Some are already disconnecting from this entire layer that is being imposed on the inhabitants of this planet. Yes, we certainly like what we see, we like the choices that are being made on the planet. We have insisted a lot on this subject: focus, discipline, choices. Those who every day, every second, still stumble a lot, but have already made the choice of which path to follow, are sticking to it. Yes, I can say that there are a lot of scraped knees, as falls are inevitable, but with each fall you get up stronger. You get up, put your hands on your knees and almost no longer feel any pain. They believe that for a few moments or days they will still remember the fall, but it will cause the healing of many lessons, it will provoke learning. This is the most important thing. I've said it here many times, but it bears repeating: nothing has to be extreme. You are in a phase of transformation, of change. There's no point in wanting to do an entire transformation at once. Firstly, their bodies can't handle it, they can't accept it. Second, that your own minds begin to boycott you, because the imbalance caused in your bodies is great. So, this is the key word: balance. Everything is done slowly but steadily. It's not that slowly, doing a little today, another in a year. It's a consistency, it's an attempt, it's an insistence, it's getting better and better. It is as if today, you drank 10 glasses of a substance created in your world. You find it difficult to stop taking this substance, but you make a choice. And then, they choose to take only 9. The body practically didn't feel anything, but you took a step forward, and when that is absorbed, reduce it to 8, so that gradually your body gets used to having less of that. But you don't. You are being aggressive with your body, you are respecting its time to understand what you want. Remember who is in charge: it is your minds that are in charge and not your bodies. They will do everything to get you out of balance, but that's where persistence lies, but everything is done gradually. Many make drastic and abrupt decisions and their bodies do not respond, because there was no agreement, there was an imposition and the body does not accept it. So this is just an example of the journey you need to take towards perfection. There's no point in making decisions by cutting everything out, changing all your habits, all at once. Your bodies and minds can't keep up. So, you need to be kind to yourselves and your bodies. And each step, each small step, see it as a victory. But the step was very small. It doesn't matter, the step was small, but you made a choice, you did something for yourself, so you deserve applause. Now the most important thing is not to let yourself fall back into old habits, and try to maintain them from then on. If it's difficult to take a new step, that at least stays where you are, don't go back. Don't demand too much of yourself. The demands for ascension are immense, but you cannot do everything at once. You have to deal with the body, you have to deal with the mind, you have to deal with what is around you, you have to deal with the external. It is not easy, we know perfectly well that it is not. So, when I have said here several times that I will pull you by the hair, but you will ascend, it is interesting how many of you interpret this phrase. So I think it's appropriate here for me to explain a little more. I will not pull those who have never done anything, I will not pull those who just say, I am here, pull me. No. Some will find it very difficult to detach from this world, from the people who will remain in this world. And this will be the moment when I will have to act, because that soul has made a choice, but the mind is pulling it back. So this will be when I pull out by the hair. Now don't understand this, that I'm going to forget everything you need to do and I'm going to pull you. Don't understand it this way. It is very comfortable for you to imagine this. If that were the case, I would have said, well, don't do anything and I'll take them all. That's not what I said. I will pull, yes, those who are practically ready, but at the right time will be in doubt, but they have already done all the walking, made all the preparation, the soul had already made the choice, they were ready, but at the age time they started not wanting to go. These will have no choice, I'm going to do it, because we know in our infinite wisdom, that there will be no point in sacrificing any soul for those who will remain, because it will be of no use. So do not confuse my words. Yes, I will, but those who have already done a good walk, a walk with balance. And certainly, few of you will be able to get there completely clean, either in your bodies or in your minds. We know this, but you will be treated affectionately when you arrive in the fifth dimension. No one will be placed there and left. You will go through an intense process of preparation, of learning, so that you can start a new life in the correct way. So don't worry about that. But I warn again, then I'm not going to do anything else, I'm going to learn everything there. No. Do not forget that to ascend, you need to be at a necessary level of vibratory frequency. So, there's no point sitting or lying in a hammock and waiting for someone to pick you up, because it won't be like that. The frequency of each one will allow or not, entry into the fifth dimension. So every little step, every little choice you make, brings you closer and closer to this frequency. But what will it take? Where do I need to get to? How do I know if I'm on the right frequency? So I can answer, what needs to be done. You know, you're tired of hearing us tell you what needs to be done. Don't ask us that anymore. Be aware of what you are trying to change. You need to change habits and customs. And if some can do it, everyone can do it. It's a matter of choice and desire. Very good. This is the physical part. Now what will define exactly whether or not you will enter is the vibration of your heart. It is the vibration of unconditional love, which you managed to create in your hearts. I can say that this will be the biggest weight in your entry into the fifth dimension. As has already been said here, the physical body will undergo changes in this passage. The cleaner it is, the easier it will be, the more unbalanced, the more difficult it will be, but it will pass. Now, I can guarantee you that the passage will not be easy for those who keep their bodies unbalanced, because at the same time that their body will be adapting to a higher dimension, cleaning will have to be done, all at once. And I can guarantee that the suffering will be great, it will not be easy. And it won't be quick, it won't be a short time, everything will be proportional. Little imbalance equals little time of suffering, a lot of imbalance equals a lot of suffering. I say physical suffering. You will be transforming and preparing, but you will suffer a lot. So I suggest you put more focus on what you actually want. Clean your bodies more so that the pain is less intense. But back to the heart. So the big factor in entering the fifth dimension is the amount of unconditional love that you have already managed to experience, that you have managed to emanate. Let's say there is a small piece of evidence, how much of a judgment? A note, how much criticism? 1 grade, how much discrimination from the other? 1 note, how much love for the other? 1 note, and this adds up, and in the end we will see what concept you will receive. Because this demonstrates your unconditional love, and if you have a good grade in this test, you will be allowed to enter the fifth dimension. So I will again remind you, there is no way, there is no bargain, there is no point in praying every day. Ah, my masters, take me to the fifth dimension. We won't, I'm sorry to tell you. You are the one who will take you to the fifth dimension, not us. So do whatever you want, change every moment, realize your mistakes, your flaws, and start correcting yourself. We are observing the evolution of each of you, nothing goes unnoticed. The attempt, even if it is a bad result, but its existence is a point in your favor, and you will try so hard that one day you will succeed. It's like this in your life, it's like this in your world. You just need to believe that you are capable. So, of course, worry about your bodies, it's important, so that you don't feel pain in the future, worry about your habits and customs too. Now the biggest concern is with your thoughts, your attitudes, the words spoken, how they are said. This is what will take you, it will have a greater weight to take you to the fifth dimension. So be smart. I notice many here, not just here, all over the planet, doing every technique, every course, every lecture that appears. I'm expanding my consciousness. I agree, you're expanding your consciousness, you're learning a lot, you're gaining wisdom. Very good. But the actions do not match what he learned. He has a sweet illusion that being very wise will take him to the fifth dimension. So, I say to each one of you, with each course, with each technique learned, ask yourself the question, why did I learn this? What am I applying to myself and to the whole, from what I learned? If you ask this question and if you are actually executing, doing what you have learned, then I will really tell you that you are expanding your consciousness and increasing your vibration, because you are following a correct path. Now learn, take the paper, put it on the wall, look at it and say, wow, I did it, ego, huge ego, and what do you do with it? Ah, you look every day and say, I did it, how interesting. Got what? Oh okay, you got wisdom, so what? What do you do with the wisdom you learn? Anything. So you are neither helping yourself nor helping the whole. Don't do it just to do it. Do it with purpose. It is not by taking courses, one after the other, or techniques, one after the other, that you will ascend. Now, if you apply what you learn to yourself and to others, then everything is moving towards the fifth dimension. Because if you apply the techniques and what you learned, you are evolving and you are helping others to evolve too. So be careful with the decisions you make. Don't try to show yourself as wise to us. For us this means nothing. Your wisdom is in using it in your favor and in favor of others. Then I clap and we all clap, because in addition to learning, you are spreading it throughout the world. Very good. So learn to choose what to do. Make good choices, take care of your bodies, take care of your minds, walk the correct path. Did you make a mistake? It's not about taking anything and banging it over your head. Did you make a mistake? It's wrong, it's gone, there's no going back. Unfortunately, the result will come, for yourself. So learn and don't make mistakes again. This is what you need to do, not sit and cry, what's done is done. Just try not to repeat it again. Then yes, you will have learned a lesson. Continue your journeys, nothing is lost. What is being done in small parts of the planet is bringing change. Don't be discouraged. There is very little left for you to bring about a change on this planet. To do this, you need to continue, not give up. And emanate, more and more, unconditional love.